everyone, Tyler Rogers here, owner, founder of Privet Network, and professional licensed private investigator. Today we're diving into TSCMs, commonly known as bug sweeps. We'll explore how TSCMs work, why it's essential, and go into the types of advanced devices used to detect hidden surveillance threats. Whether you're worried about corporate espionage, personal privacy, or simply curious about the technology, this guide here is going to help you understand the critical role of TSCM services. So diving right in here, what is a bug sweep? Have you ever wondered if someone is spying on you and or your business? Maybe you believe that a conversation had left the business place and you hear talks of these private conversations outside of the workplace. A bug sweep is a thorough check of your home, office, or even your car to find hidden surveillance devices like cameras, GPS trackers, microphones, thumb drives. It could even be something as small as a cell phone charger. O.MG, Hack 5, you're able to pick up one of these chargers for relatively cheaply and basically have total control of somebody's cell phone. And there's more on Hack 5, the actual website. You can dive into that. You can find more tools, more information, but security within your personal life and your business is very important, and taking those steps to secure that information so it doesn't reach the ears of maybe a competitor or even other people in your private life. These are very important security factors. So who conducts bug sweeps? It could be licensed private investigators, it could be TSCM specialists, security consultants, government agencies. Most government agencies have their own TSCM specialists that are able to sweep areas prior to maybe special events or public speakers, stuff like that. But most of the people that conduct bug sweeps, they have the training necessary to actually provide a professional sweep, a professional experience. Now, if you're reading this blog or listening along on YouTube, we all know that some of these devices, they exist on Amazon and you're able to pick them up relatively cheaply. But I can tell you firsthand, these detection tools and devices, they don't work. And reason being is because of interference. So in a lot of situations, the interference from maybe the TV being on or radio waves, microwave being on, having the right tools to conduct the actual sweep is very, very important. And that's why when you're hiring a professional to conduct these sweeps, they are able to provide that professional service to you. Moving on to residential sweeps, what's important when a private investigator or a TSCM specialist is conducting a residential bug sweep? Well, in a lot of cases and scenarios, overlooking maybe even the attic could be a very important or crucial piece of investigating and finding maybe these types of bugs. So we're talking about bedrooms, living rooms, home offices. All of these places need to be thoroughly checked. And moreover, not only just checking these areas, but maybe even using a FLIR thermal type device. Maybe the thermostat is set to 70 degrees and we need to take that FLIR thermal device, scan the room, and understand if there's anything out of the ordinary in terms of, hey, maybe there's a camera that's up in the corner and it's emitting a heat signature of 85 degrees, right? That's something that we're going to want to take a look at. When we are conducting corporate bug sweeps, we're talking conference rooms, executive offices, shared spaces, all of these places, we use the same tools, but again, we want to check the ceilings, we want to check the vents, we want to check all of these places. In terms of vehicles and asset sweeps, whether it's a boat, a vehicle, I can't tell you how many times I've found GPS tracking devices on vehicles that were not installed by the car manufacturer or dealership. So looking underneath the chassis, checking inside the dashboard, personal items, trunk, underneath the spare tire. We're looking in all known spots and maybe even unknown spots on the vehicle itself. Jumping into bug sweep techniques, electronic analysis, so that would be using like our RF detection devices, the physical inspection, which is probably the most important inspection piece when it comes to a TSCM. So pulling apart the fascia covers on outlets and actually looking behind those areas to make sure that there is no intrusion. The thermal and RF spectrum analysis, we kind of covered that, making sure that nothing is emitting a heat signature that could raise eyebrows. So how do we prepare for bug sweep? We identify vulnerabilities. We logistically plan everything. So when we are identifying vulnerabilities, we want to know what are the hot spots, right? So if we're walking into a corporate setting and we've signed an NDA and we know where a secret conversation may have been had and we believe that there has been a leak of said information, we're going to check those areas. We are going to not just hone in on those specific areas, but it is going to be an area of interest. And that's when logistics and planning is going to come into place, right? So maybe we're conducting the sweep after hours to avoid interruptions and the space is not occupied by anybody. Now, the post-bug sweeping actions, we're going to analyze our findings. Now, let's say we don't find anything, but after compiling all of the information into a report, we may see an anomaly on the RF detection or thermal camera, and maybe that has us go back out into the field and conduct maybe another search in specific areas just to ensure that the space is clear for the client. Now, let's say we find a device, and let's say it's a GPS tracking device. What do we do with that information? Well, on our end, what we can do is reach out to the provider or the manufacturer that had provided that device. Let's just say, for example, it's a LoJack. We can reach out to LoJack and ask them if it could have been maybe a dealer installed serial number, or it was an SN that was provided to maybe the general public. We can obtain that information to maybe bring some more clarity to the actual situation. If it's a smaller, maybe a Nest camera type dissected microphone or camera, we can then take that information and then again maybe run that information up the chain and try to figure out where this device may have originated. In terms of legal recourse, we always recommend that if we do find something, that our clients reach out to an attorney so they can have the proper representation. We just find the facts. We are the fact finders. Now, in the event that we're asked to testify in court, we, of course, would be there to assist our clients and their attorneys in the case matter. Now, I hope this has been somewhat insightful. In the event that you have any additional questions or concerns, or if you'd even like to reach out to us just to obtain a free consultation, you can do so. You can reach out to us at info@priven.net, or you can fill out our consultation request form. And again, if you've liked this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys again on the next one.